Good morning. Welcome to our meal prep chat. I wanted to just go over both of our meal plans and kind of help you get started on how to plan and prep your meals. So we have two different options, the 2B mindset and the ultimate portion fix, which is the new name for the containers. So I just want to briefly describe both of those so you can decide which one fits you best. And you might even consider researching both and learning about both, because they both have really, really great nutritional information. And if you're like me, I cannot get enough of that stuff. So the first and original meal plan used the containers, and it's been revamped. There's a nutritional series now for both programs, actually, that are about 40 different videos explaining what each of the nutrients do for us, why we need them, how to navigate the grocery store, how to handle parties and celebrations, and just fill your mind with nutrition. So I want you to think of it, if something was offered in your community at the YMCA or community center, wherever it is, a nutritional information or course, say for an afternoon, hopefully you would be interested in that and want to sign up for it. This program is online. You can listen to it in your car, when you're driving to work, listen to it when you're getting ready in the morning, whatever. It's portable, and you can watch it again and again and again forever. So the value is amazing. It's also tried and true, created by experts, and it's not just someone thinking of this off the top of their brain. So there is science behind it too. And they're both available right now in electronic versions only. And I should have looked up the cost. I don't remember. It's somewhere between $40 and $50. And you'll have it forever. So I want you to consider doing both of those at some point and just look at it like a concert ticket or a hair color or an event that you would go to live that you would probably see the value in paying that money for, and not resist that you don't want to have to buy something else, because it'll stick with you forever, and they work. I've done both of them full out. I lost about 10 pounds with each of them. And then I kind of gained a few pounds back in the last 8 or so months. And I've lost that again, going back to the containers and doing timed nutrition. So there's tons of options. I also think it's good to change them up every now and then so that your body gets confused, and will get you down to that next level. So, okay. That being said, both options have tons of materials for us to use to plan. So I'm going to share my screen and just show you where to find those on Beachbody On Demand. Okay, so I'm just on Beachbody On Demand, and this is the same on your app as well. let's start talking about the container program. And every workout has its own version of this. But the original is inside the 21-day fixed workout. So when you get there, let's go to program materials. And I encourage you to do this in every program that you're doing, because they all have recipes, tons of recipes within each workout. Okay, so you're going to go down to the nutrition tab. The food list is there. And the eating plan, I think I have it open already. I don't know. The eating plan is right here, and this is for the containers. So this is where you're going to get your basic information on how to figure out how many of each container you need every day. Okay, and basically, there's a formula in there, but basically, if you're 168 pounds or less, you're in plan A. If you're between 168 and 195, you're in plan B. 195 to 222, you're in plan C. And 222 to 240, you're in plan D. 240 and above, you're in plan E. And that just tells you, let me scroll down here. This is good to read word for word for word. That tells you how many containers you need to get in your everyday. So for example, let's look at plan C. If you're in plan C, which is 195 to 222, you need to fill that green container 5 times every day, the purple container with fruit 3 times every day, the red container for protein 5 times every day, etc. You get the idea there. Okay, so you're going to look at this chart to figure out how much of each container you need. If you're just doing a 21-day fix or a program that doesn't have this specific, like an older program that doesn't include this. Lift 4 has its own chart like this, and the numbers are a little bit different because they have designed that one to go with Lift 4 because you're lifting more and you need to fuel your body more to grow and repair muscle. Same thing with Transform 20. They all have their own slightly different container count, okay, for that program. But this is the basic one that you can follow. There are tally sheets in this program. You can print these. Tons of good information. Okay, so I'm going to close that. I was just going to show you the Transform 20. See, the numbers are a little bit less. In Plan A for the 21-day fix, she has 4 veggies, and this one only has 3. So it's a little bit different. And you're also going to find tons of good information and recipes within each program. I mean, the resources are literally endless. Oh, that was Transform 20. This one's the Lift 4. Same thing. Okay, you're going to find tons of good information, food lists, recipes, etc. for each of those. Okay, so let's go to the nutrition tab. If you're doing the 2B mindset, there, when you click on that tab, you're gonna find this 30-day meal plan for the summer 2019 if you haven't seen that yet. It gives you specific foods, grocery list, everything for breakfast on Monday, lunch, etc. every day. Okay, I'll be honest and say I didn't realize this was here until I started prepping for this call. But it gives you everything that you need, including the recipes. Okay, so if you're in the 2B mindset, take a look at that because it's a little piece of gold. Let's see. We're going to come back to that in a sec. So let me close some of these. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, so I'm going to show you the tally sheet that I use. And if you're doing 2B mindset, something similar will work as well. But I use this, and this is also in that program material. Okay, so you're going to print this out if you want to use this and mark up here how many of each container that you get. And then think about your day and plan. Sometimes it's easier if there's a certain meal that you know what you're going to have. So let's say you already know what you're going to have for dinner, and you're going to have stir fry and with broccoli and cauliflower rice. So you're going to go ahead and fill that in for dinner and like work backwards. So fill in what you know you're going to have, or maybe you know you're going to go out for lunch at work and you're going to have a Wendy's salad with that amazing apple pecan, whatever it is, salad. So fill in any meals that you know that are going to happen and project that ahead, and then work backwards to make sure you get all your containers. And you guys, whichever program you're doing, it only works if you do it. And it works if you do it. I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years, and probably 6 or 8 weeks ago, I'm like, oh, maybe I should actually do it. Like for real, do it, and not like add on a couple extra things at night because I feel like it. Like, no, if my containers are done, they're done. So I encourage you to just do it, you know, just do it. I went to a graduation party last night and I was done with my containers and I didn't eat when I got there. And it's not always super easy, but it's just so worth it. Like, be a grown up, make the decision and do it. Like, quiet that inner toddler. I think of that all the time now. Like, no, you can't go have the cupcake. No. And I just had this mindset before, like, well, if I want a cupcake, I'm going to have it. But you know what? No. That's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, so I have this, I have sample tally sheets, and I have this saved in our group too for each plan. Okay, so you can see that the container count is written up here, and then I planned out the day. Give yourself a little tally once you've planned and you've got all 4 of your greens, 2 of your purples, whatever it is for you, and then stick to this and be done. Okay, you can do 2 days on each. Oh, I realize this is backwards. Oh well. 2 days on each sheet. So there's plan A, I have plan B, a sample. And again, you can see these in the files section of our group. Okay, plan C. And the higher your plan, you gotta eat a lot of food. So that's kind of cool, but it's also hard. You gotta eat a lot of food. So I would choose like meals like we've talked about, that stir fry, a meal that has lots of different containers in it just to make it easier. Okay. So plan D, E, and I've got them all a sample here of how you can fit those containers in. So take a look for those, and also the tally sheets are saved in your program. It might not be pretty. You'll find a system just to take tons of notes. And after you make yourself go through this a couple times, it becomes easy. It becomes really easy. The first few times it's kind of hard. So, okay, so now, like, what do I eat? I get that. Hopefully you get that. So let's talk about now what you, how to figure out what to eat. So here's the deal. Let's say, think of a couple of maybe proteins, because that's kind of culturally what we're used to starting with. Like, I know I want to have chicken, or I know I want to have steak, or I know I want to have tuna, whatever it is. Start with that and then search for that recipe. So I want to make sure that you guys know and are familiar with the Fixate Cooking Show. It's on, if you go to the nutrition tab on Beachbody On Demand or on your app, I want to show you that too. And scroll down, you can see these two channels. Shakeology actually has lots of good Shakeology recipes, obviously. But the Fixate Cooking Show is a wealth of resources, and they're adding new recipes in there all the time. So you can go to the videos tab if you want to watch and see a YouTube video on actually how to make that recipe. And if my internet was working, you'd be able to see that. Oh my gosh, we were supposed to be upgraded last night, but that company is the worst. They have no idea what they're doing. So they didn't show up. Okay, let's just go to it. So here's the PDF. Okay, so this has hundreds of recipes. Let me get to the top. And let me give you a little tip. When you're in a PDF, if you press Control F, it will bring up this little search window, and you can search for chicken, for example. And then every single recipe with chicken in it will come up. So it found the word chicken 1 out of 301 times. Okay, so I'm just going to arrow down, or you can press enter. And every single time it says chicken, it's going to show up. So it's a lot. So I'm just pressing enter on my keyboard. And I come to this, maybe I want almond crusted chicken. If I click on this link, it's going to take me down to that recipe. How sweet is that? So take a quick look, see if that's something that you might like. If it is, write down the ingredients and on your grocery list that if you don't have, and consider that your meal and start plugging that in for your week. Okay, let's go to another. Calabrese chicken, that's what Autumn's recipe. Chicken enchiladas, chicken mole, I think that's how you say that. Chicken parmesan. So, okay, you get it. Let's look at, maybe you want to do cauliflower. Okay, so we have creamy cauliflower mash. If you haven't tried this, try it. It's like mashed potatoes, and your family will never know that it's not mashed potatoes. And then it's a vegetable rather than a mashed potato is a yellow container because it's got a different combination of micronutrients that make it something that we shouldn't have after 5 o'clock. Okay, so that is a fact for both programs. They both want us to stop. Let me stop sharing. Both programs want us to stop eating yellow containers or carbs after 5 o'clock. Yeah, that's a game changer, which means for the most part, rice, potatoes, pasta, pizza crust, and the cauliflower pizza crust really is not a good option unless you make it yourself. So consider making those an egg pizza that Alana tells us about. She takes egg whites in a pan and makes like a flat makes it into a little flat thing and puts veggies on it. So there's other options. They both want us to have mostly vegetables. So we are conditioned to put this big, huge piece of meat on our plate and then put a little bit of vegetable and maybe a little fruit, because that's how our culture is. But what we should be doing is putting mostly vegetables, a little bit of meat, a little bit of fruit, or a carb, whatever it is. So both programs have the same idea for us, okay? Mostly vegetables, lots of water, and no carbs in the evening. So if you make that shift and make your meals bigger earlier in the day, and you won't be as hungry at night. And you've just got to find something else to fill the space if you have a habit of snacking at night. Like I know Sandra likes to crochet. Maybe get a coloring book. Suck on a piece of frozen fruit. Drink hot tea. Or just be still. Like be a grown-up and just not go in the kitchen. And I know that's not easy. I know it's not easy. But, you know, maybe we can just be a little hard on ourselves for a while and develop a habit. You know, we're going to always want what's best for our children. So we want what's best for us, right? I don't know why that shifts, but it does. Okay, I hope this is helpful. I want to show you the app too. So in the nutrition app, this is going to be hard to show. There it is. Did you know that you can click on the thing? Oh, come on. And get the food list. Where's my camera? Okay, I'm just going to do it. If you click on the thing, oh, dang it. It gives you, I don't know how to make it work. It'll give you the food list. So I clicked on the red, icon thing, and it's giving me the food list. The top third of every food list is the most nutrient dense. So the top, okay, now let's just be real. The red container, the top of the list is sardines, duck breast, squab, goat, what? Buffalo? So anyway, I mean, that's not really realistic, at least in our area. But anyway, pick foods the best you can from the top of the list, okay? And when you go to videos at the bottom of your app, there, I'll just hold it like this. When you go to videos down here on the app, then if you scroll down, you can get to the Fixate cooking show right here on your phone, okay? And that is the nutrition app is Beachbody Nutrition Plus in the App Store. Okay, there it is. So if I click on I have to get 6 vegetables a day because I follow the vegan plan. And then the top third of the list is where it's good. So if you're out and you're eating out, you want to, or if you're at the grocery and you're wanting to just pick up some veggies, click on that list to see which ones are your best choice. Okay, I hope that this helps you. Just don't let it be scary and take the time to figure it out. Once you spend a few days, you know, your brain's going to be full and you're going to think, I don't know how to do this, but you can do it. And you're so worth it. And once you do it, your body will feel incredible. If you're skipping a day on your Shakeology, stop doing that, because this stuff fills your body with the nutrients that we don't get no matter how good we're meal planning. And I'm just convinced of that. And it's not a sales pitch. I hope that you know that. It's not a sales pitch. It has the nutrients that we need. And day after day after day after day after year, it builds up in your body and it gives you strength. It will help you eliminate the cravings. And even more than that, it gives your body the nutrients that we need. I just feel like I'm living proof for that. I'm going to be 55 in a couple of weeks. And I feel so good. It's ridiculous. And I'm so proud of that. Harry is 66. He's also been drinking Shakeology every single day. And he feels amazing too. I just feel like we're so lucky, fortunate, blessed to have found this because it works. Okay, it's $4 a meal. That's it. It's just worth it. It just is. So again, be a grown-up, give up something else that you're wasting money on, you know, something that isn't important for your lifestyle. Because we all do that. You know, we all buy, I don't know, give up gum. I don't know what you give up. But think about your spending throughout the day. I mean, I was going to say Starbucks, but that's insulting because a lot of people love their Starbucks, but you don't hesitate to pay money for that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it. I'm just saying that realize that spending $4 on your health is far more important than spending $4 on, you know, something cute at TJ Maxx. Right? Don't we all love TJ Maxx? So I hope that this helps. I love doing this. I love you guys, and you have changed my life. To check in with our tribe every day is very powerful to me. I love it very much, and I hope that you do too. And I'm very thankful for you guys for being here with us. Ugh. Overwhelming. So if you have questions about meal prep, I want to help.